Gaze upon the destruction you have wrought and the broken bodies of your enemies. The humans of Sunnyglade have become fat and lazy with their prosperity. The town is like a ripe plum waiting to be plucked. You will march upon their weak human armies and smash them to pieces. Somewhere in the town is a tower that you must keep intact so that we may study how their magics are created. Fail me, and I will have your head on a pike at the gates of Black Rock's Spire.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Warcraft, Orcs and Humans. In this episode, we're going to go through the mission where he obviously wants us to capture a building, at the same time destroy their base. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging. I'm sure they're going to be guarding it a lot more than they were in the last level. It does seem to get harder and harder with each level. What I'm going to try to do is find something for these guys to do. Actually, I'll just have them. Now, I'm just going to get my local surrounding areas. I'm not going to go off and exploring just yet. In the early stages, the first few levels, exploring was a good thing, but as you saw, you could also pick off more than you can chew, as in, a lot of these guys that are set out throughout the map will not attack you, or will not attack you that early, if you hadn't provoked them. So, if you are exploring the map, you may run into, 10 or 15 enemies, who you could either just die, or bring them back to your base, and it would devastate your army. Whereas if you were waiting until you had a large enough force to defend, then when they did follow you back after the fact, it wouldn't be nearly as devastating to your army because you'd have more people there to defend it. And hopefully by that time you'd have healers and whatnot, depending on what side of orcs or humans are you playing on. But so I just want to make sure that there's a good distance that I can see a catapult coming, long enough a ways that I'm going to go ahead and build a farm as well. I didn't even look at the gold mine to see what was in it. It's a decent amount. If I don't spend it too, badly, I don't lose too many people. It should be more than enough to get a sizable army going, an attack before I have to look for another one. Now I'll probably still need a little bit more just so that I don't get blindsided by a catapult. Okay, so this side looks relatively safe. They might be able to sneak down from this corner, or come around just right there and sneak up on my guys, but it doesn't look like that will be a huge priority for my defense. I'm not quite sure about what's going to be over here. Again, I'm just going to look a short ways. Let's see if this is a dead end, actually. And it is. So now I don't have to worry about this side. Actually, there's a couple people there. I didn't even see him sneaking down. I guess I need to pay more attention. Now, as you see, if they ever get attacked, they run away for safety automatically, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, you got to remember to send them back to work. Otherwise, they'll just sit there. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting down some buildings. I need a barracks. Fortunately, I don't have enough wood. Okay, I'll build one more guy. Put him on wood. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start building a barracks and a couple farms. Get some more of these guys out here. Preferably archers. See what I mean? If I hadn't been out here searching, this guy would not be following me down just yet. Okay, so that's about as far as I really want to go. It's not ideal. They might still be able to sneak a catapult in like right there, so I may have them just run up there real quick. Let's see, do I have enough yet? No. Go ahead and do it anyways. You don't want to press your luck too much. You never quite know what they're going to have over here. Okay, let's see. I can build one more guy. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get a little bit more wood going so I can build a couple more farms. Nah, I'm gonna leave him where he's at. In fact, I probably should move these guys up now that my base has gotten higher. Which unfortunately will mean that I'll have to go up there just a tiny bit more and look around. Let's see, I'm gonna go with wood on this guy, since that's gonna be what's gonna be slowing me down. You know, I really can't do anything until I build another farm, and wood is the one thing I don't have enough for right now. I got plenty of gold. Although I'll be able to spend that rather quickly as soon as I can put down a forge or a blacksmith, whatever it's called, for the orc version. And as I keep getting the names mixed up, you guys can see that I played humans first and went through that playthrough. And now playing the orcs, so I kind of got used to calling everything a certain way, and actually that should be safe. That might get in the way, but I'll do that when he gets back. Now, I thought about putting it right here, but I didn't want them to get in the way. They're already pretty bunched up as it is. It would actually be better if I could destroy this building, just so that they had this area clear, but that's resources I don't want to waste right now. and later on it probably won't mean that big of a deal to me, so... Now these are magical creatures that are casted by their version of our necromancers. They're not very strong, but they don't take anything other than power to create. And so therefore, if there's a wizard up there, you know, on the top of your map somewhere that you can see, periodically he will send those little scorpion things at you if you let them sit there. So it would be very advantageous to kill him as soon as possible, and, you know, not let him build up power or something if he just happens to be sitting there. On the flip side of that, eventually you get your version of that, and I believe they cast spiders. Let's see. And so you can build up a force of, you know, 10 or 11 wizards, or necromancers, I believe they're called, for the orcs. And then send wave after wave after wave of those spiders. And even though they're not very strong, in overwhelming numbers, they actually do manage to do some damage. So, or you can just use them to explore the map. They're a throwaway troop that didn't cost you anything but time. And while you're harvesting resources, that's just building up naturally their power. So it's really not even costing you that much. Go ahead and build one more. I'll wait until I can build these roads out. I should have done that earlier, but... Now, it's been a while since they've hit me with anything really powerful. One or two troops occasionally, but nothing big. So that worries me, because eventually they are going to attack, and it may be bigger than my force can handle due to the fact that I haven't really been building it up. Guess you can't build if there's a little piece of unrevealed territory. Now, I'd really prefer spearmen right now. I don't have near enough of those guys. Nice. Might actually just put a couple people over here so this doesn't happen again. Actually, I'll leave those guys there. Oh, we gotta send those guys back to work, so... Okay, so finally I can build some of these guys, and I don't have enough farms. So that's what I'm going to put down next, I guess. Now, if I had more of those spearmen, these guys would not even have gotten close before dying. and that's kind of why I'm in a hurry to put one of those guys there, or put more of them out. I prefer an equal number of spearmen to my grunts, so I have quite a few to catch up on. Plus these guys over here, and I still need to expand my army. I feel that's not near enough people. These guys just finished. Yeah, I'm gonna have them keep doing wood. In fact, what else do they got? I'm gonna have him do that as soon as I have enough gold for it. Because I want to be able to upgrade my guy's armor. I mean, it makes a very big difference when you do these upgrades. It's well worth it. I prefer to do armor first, simply because they all use it. And as I said before, when you upgrade, the little picture will change. But your grunts and your raiders and your spearmen all use armor, but they all have different weapons. Well, I mean the spearmen and the raiders and the grunts both have these guys, the little axe, but and then of course you have your wizards or your sorcerers, and they have armor as well, but they have a different attack. So. Close. I think that's actually enough. Now these guys might actually finish with this entire section of forest, in which case I might have to come up here. And that would actually be opening myself a little bit more to attack. If they come down from here, I would have to guard this entire section rather than maybe just right here and maybe right there. And again over here, see, there's a magic guy over here, a sorcerer of some sort, because you could hear him cast it and see the little lights dance. And I can build catapults now, so I'm gonna wait, and I'm actually gonna build one of those first as soon as I have enough gold. Now these catapults shoot a very long way. I would say if the guy was sitting right here, he'd probably shoot over here somewhere, but it's incredibly slow, and you guys will see how that plays out. But effective if you can move your force up with your foot soldiers in the front, whether they're raiders or grunts, and then maybe a row of archers, whether they're spearmen or just regular archers, and then catapults in the back, maybe 2 or 3. That can be a very deadly combination, because whoever rushes your army, if they don't get hit by the catapults, usually most of them will, but if they don't get hit by the catapults, they'll get killed by your archers long before they get to your soldiers. See, like that guy is annoying right now because he can hit my guys, and my archers can't hit him because they're in the second row. As soon as I get that catapult out, that won't happen anymore, because the catapult will take care of them further out, and it will kill them in one hit. So even though it fires slow, if they get hit, they're dead. There's no surviving that. Getting gold in at a pretty good rate. I might actually have enough to build a second catapult, and that should be good for a while, and then I'll just concentrate on my spearmen, and then I'll attack. Now normally I would have taken my guys off of wood, but I still have a couple more buildings to build, and the fact that catapults still take quite a bit of wood as well, so this guy right here. And be careful with these guys. Not only will the enemy go for them first most of the time, and they're very weak, but they're not incredibly smart. If your guys run off to attack an enemy, and it's within range, he won't hit anything too close, I believe, maybe right about here. He'll stop attacking. But if your guys are up there killing something that he has range on, he will launch on it, and of course it will kill all your guys as well. So they can be very... show you how this works. One shot. Now normally you can just let them do it on their own, but I wanted to make sure that you guys got a very good view of how that works. It doesn't even need to be a direct hit as long as it's within that area. I believe by a 3x3, you know, if it hits in the middle. I might take these guys off pretty soon. And I still have a pretty decent amount of gold in there. It's almost done. I'll actually go ahead and upgrade this. Yeah, go ahead and upgrade it. Because my spearmen are a lot cheaper. 450, I believe. And I should have that back by this time this is finished.
Your command, Master.
There we go. A few more spearmen. Oh, maybe more than a few. Plus a couple over here. And I wouldn't mind putting a catapult over there as well. And that would give me about 4 solid groups. That should be plenty of people and firepower to go off and attack. So yeah, as soon as I finished building this force up, we'll go over there and check to see what he has. I'm not quite sure why this guy's just sitting there. I might send him up here as well. One guy working on wood should be more than enough for now. You know, I might not even build the other buildings. Plus I still have to upgrade and build another farm. I have 2 guys on wood, so I'll take that guy off. I need more gold than anything else right now. And as soon as I have about 3 more archers or spearmen, I'm going to go ahead and send off one of these guys just to look around a little bit more. If he gets into trouble and brings them back, I will leave. I have a decent sized army to make a difference. Let's see what else I got in here. I might go ahead and build the temple. The kennel I think I could do without. Not quite enough just yet. Okay, this should be enough. You know, if they're quick enough, they can get all the way up close to the guy. If you send these guys off all by themselves. You know, if they send one to you, you definitely want to rush it with a raider. But I wouldn't rush it with more than 1. simply because they get bunched up on each other. And when he aims for the first one, and that guy's up here, the second one will be about here. And he'll end up killing 2 or 3 of your raiders if you send them up in a group of 4. So just send one at a time and he should be good. It's going a little slow, but just want to make sure I got everything. One more and then I'll go off and explore. So there we go. You got your Necromancer for 700 gold, and then the Dark Vision, which will actually open up spots on your map without you having to go out there and send a person. You can just click on the map right here and it will open up a little area, show you what's underneath, and it will stay open for the rest of the game. It won't just like close up on you again after a certain amount of time. Okay, so I'm gonna send this guy off just to take a look around. The road's up here, so I'm guessing there's probably something, you know, a base of some sort. The road usually leads you to something in this game. Not always, but for the most part. See, these are the guys right here, these conjurers. I probably should take out the priest first. Okay, so now they're not following me anymore, but they still may come down if I'm lucky. Or I may have to send somebody else back up. Okay, well, a few of them are coming down. I'm actually gonna build... No, I don't have enough for that one. Now these guys will probably kill this guy. Or not. So I cleared the way somewhat. And I may just end up walking my army up there. Might need a few more. I may just go ahead and throw these guys on wood as well. And I guess I'll go ahead and build a kennel if I have enough. No, not even more wood. Just so I can build me some raiders. Not that I really need them. But it'd be nice to have them, I guess. I mean, I might just be able to get by with these guys, actually. Go ahead and move my army up to this bridge in a second. I'm pretty sure there's another set right here of these guys, because you know, there's scorpions coming down from over here. I'm gonna have this guy go off and explore. Here we go, that's how it's done. Go ahead and move these guys up. Okay, so lost a couple people, but not... Well, that guy's almost dead. Okay, so these guys up. No, I'm actually going to send my catapults up a little higher. Now that I know that they can't really get to them. Let's see, I might be able to do one more actually. And I'll leave these two guys here just in case. Should upgrade that though. And then I'll take one of my knights up here to see what they got going on up there, and hopefully bring some back to my army back here. This guy's just as good as dead. I'll hold off on those actually. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy. Maybe a mistake because he only got to one hit left, but he's pretty worthless to me. He's taking up a spot. As you can see, it takes quite a long time for him to reload or to move after they've fired. I'll tell this guy to come back down here, and you can see he just sits there. So if he's getting attacked and he just fired, you know, you're not going to be able to get him off the front line. Your best bet is to send somebody up there to help him out as fast as possible. But chances are he's going to die. I think I'll upgrade this next. They still have a decent amount. Should take this guy off of wood. The archer should be able to get this guy. There we go. That may seem like I'm not getting very far before I have to do this, but I want to clear this area enough so that I can bring my army onto this side, and then things will go a lot quicker. But your army is most vulnerable when it's moving. And so if you jump across this bridge and they happen to have, you know, 2 or 3 catapults waiting over here, they'll just wipe you out. Now, I'm not going to attack that guy simply because he will do a little bit of damage, and the healer's just going to heal him. And my catapults can take these guys out so easy, it's laughable, so I prefer to let them do it. Some of the enemies actually seem to be able to know when they're being targeted. These guys don't. Okay, so there's their little raiding party. As I told you before, if you have more than one, the other ones get hurt simply because they believe that, or simply because they're enough distance behind you that when the first catapult targets the guy, you get hit by it. If that made any sense to you guys. Now, I'll move my army up in a minute. Just want to make sure there's no more surprises. These guys later on actually get an area effect spell that does like Rain of Fire, I believe is the name of it. And it's very devastating to an army that's been tightly grouped together. But thankfully I don't have that spell just yet. There's their base right there. Anytime you see the roads, that has to be connected to their base somehow. There we go. So I'll take these guys across right here. Got everybody. Go ahead and upgrade these guys since I have the resources. Nah, I'm not gonna waste it on that. But I will build a couple more. Nope. Now I want to see what we're getting ourselves into. He may have you know, 5 or 6 archers sitting up there, or more. I don't like walking into the unknown if I don't have to. As you can see, he still does have some people up there. Hopefully my guys will kill all of them. Now, if my army was on the move, this could have been very devastating. I mean, you see this is a small army here. Catapults are awesome. There you go. If I hadn't had those catapults, that could have been very messy. but thankfully, with them, it's actually very pathetic. Just remember how devastating that is, because they do the exact same thing to you when they bring them, which is why I'm so paranoid about them. Now, normally I don't like to tell my people to attack, but the catapults are a different story. I don't mind telling them which building to hit. Just to make sure they don't attack a building like this that could potentially kill my people. See just how quickly they actually destroy a building. Now I actually need to keep this building intact. That's the one they were talking about, the magic version of our towers. I should have another building here, maybe one up here. So I'm actually going to let my catapults finish killing all these guys. Simply because I don't want these guys to hit this building, not even once. Because it needs to survive. If you destroy it, chances are you lose the level. You see, most buildings would already been destroyed, twice over by now. But the town hall is the strongest building you got, and therefore will take the longest to be destroyed. But it's getting there. One more hit. As you can see, these peons will continue to put buildings down even after you've destroyed, the town hall or whatnot. Now, in the last level, we learned that you actually have to kill every peon to beat the level as well. So I'm gonna have this guy look around when my guys are destroying. Simply because I don't want to have to go exploring if I missed one. Off in the distance, chopping down trees or something. It's kind of neat that they actually put down the wood to help build the building. That's the last peasant they have. I have to take down their town hall again. That's kind of annoying. As you can see, they targeted the town hall all on their own. So they will target this building eventually. Which is why I'm being very careful with who I let near it. Everything. more hit. One more go around. There you guys go, the end of this level. If you guys like these episodes, please hit the thumbs up, and thank you guys for subscribing.